Hey everybody, I just wanted to say thank you for all the new subscribers for my recent video. That video went absolutely crazy. I'm currently sitting at 8.2k views, which is far past any of the views I've ever gotten on this channel. And thank you to all the new subscribers. We actually hit over 179 new subscribers just from that one video. So I can't thank you all enough. Please stick around for more videos as they come out. And I hope you enjoy this video today. So when you walk into my office, you will be greeted by my desk. This is where I play games, this is where I edit videos, this is where I work for my full-time job. Kind of do everything right here. And it's all done with this massive machine. Has a Threadripper in it, has 32 gigs of RAM. I forgot my graphics card, but enough to do my editing, enough to play games. A lot of Arc Raiders is played right here. And just above that is my Dragon Ball Z figures. These are all from the Irwin line. Absolutely love it. It's kind of derpy, but I grew up with these stuff. I grew up with these figures and absolutely love them. As well as my TMNT Secret of the Ooze poster right behind my monitor. I absolutely love Secret of the Ooze so much. Then you kind of pan over to the left of my desk. You'll see some of the stuff in the backdrops of the videos. Big Pokemon 2000s poster, some Simpsons toys, some Beavis and Butthead, even some of my real Ghostbusters reissue figures, as well as my guitar amp. I do play guitar as well. But then when I kind of pan over this way, you'll see a more familiar backdrop, which is what you see in my videos usually. These lights are normally not these colors. I changed the colors in them and make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I got this really cheap light right here off of Temu, and it does the job. But a bunch of different stuff over here. These are love letters from my fiance, and then I got a bunch of different figures and stuff. Barnyard Commandos, Toxic Crusaders, and some on-card Power Rangers as well. And then you can't forget, sorry about that, I've been meaning to fix that for like 2 months now. You see behind that is all my TMNT. These are all reissues as well. And then you scroll down a little bit, I got Power Rangers Power Dome, and then my NECA TMNT dioramas. That's going to be the living room playset and the Donnie's Lab down below. But then kind of swing around and you'll see more of the collection room / office. This recliner is brand new to me. I had this very long, old, kind of retro couch, and it was great for a while, and I just wanted something different, something smaller, give myself some more room in here, and I upgraded to this, and it's amazing. Has massage features in it, fully 360 spin capabilities, as well as a full recline. So, and then right next to it, I bought this little C-shaped table. Put my laptop on, play PlayStation, do whatever. But below that is a milk crate with all my controllers just kind of sitting there, kind of out of the way. Kind of like having that all right there. But then, this is what I'm viewing when I'm playing games. This is the TV I normally play on. Don't know the model. It's Hyacinth. But got my PlayStation 5. I get asked about these South Park figures a couple times in my videos. These are from 5 and Below, surprisingly. I was able to get all of them pretty much in one swoop. I think there was missing a Cartman, and I had to go back one extra time to get that, but pretty good. Super Nintendo Classic. I got some not gargoyles, geez. Some Godzilla, some loose Barnyard Commandos. some X-Men stuff, a Crash Bandicoot. And then these are my consoles and my games. PS3, I used to have PS4 right there. Actually traded that in since I have a disc drive from my PS5 now. And I was able to pretty much get everything on my PS5 and just put a PS3 there. So it's running through a HDMI splitter for capture. And then below that is some of my Gamecube games. A lot of good stuff on the Gamecube. Absolutely love the Gamecube so much. I kind of scroll over to more Gamecube. I think I'm around 60 or so Gamecube games. I think each one of these like squares holds about 20 games or so. Very small N64 section, and these are of course reproduction cases, but they do the job. But yeah, a lot of great things on the Gamecube. I think my most notable Gamecube game is probably the Chibi Robo. But yeah, got a lot of good stuff on there. And then of course right next to that is my PS2. You may see Scarface is out and about. That's because I'm trying to work on a video for you. That is Scarface related. But yeah, rest of my PS2 stuff you kind of get in here. This is like a mix of things. My Wii, my singular PS5 game, as well as 2 PS3 games and my Switch stuff. And then behind that is some of the new Nacelle Backermeister Mars figures. But I just got this capture card a couple weeks ago. Pretty much trying to get used to using the capture card, and I'm doing a lot of capturing for the Scarface game for hopefully a very near future video. So, but yeah, that's all my little figures. That's all my games right here. And if I go over to my right, you're gonna see this amazing TV. This is the Panasonic AG500 or something like that. This was like a holy grail TV for me. Unfortunately, the VHS VCR does not work in it. It does not accept a tape for some reason, so I'm assuming some kind of rubber bands or something is rotted in there. But next to that is a Turbo Man, and above that is a vintage TMNT Turtle Lair. And then I think behind that is my Pee Wee Herman doll. Absolutely love Pee Wee as well. And then if you look further down, we kind of get into my Nintendo DS and 3DS. It's not a huge collection, but it has been growing quite quickly. Especially because I've only been collecting for like 4 or so months or so for the DS. I think this is my most recent add to it. So, actually, Zoe wanted one. My fiance wanted that, but I also wanted that too. But yeah, I got a lot of good stuff in here. Castlevania, a bunch of different Pokemon games. This is Troze, Rangers, some Mystery Dungeon series, Pokemon Silver, Animal Crossing. Pokemon White is pretty new as well to the collection, but a lot of good stuff on the DS, and I'm continuously grabbing more and more titles for that. And then above that is like my loose cart stuff. This is like Silver and Red Pokemon. I don't really have a great way of displaying this stuff. This is pretty much a 2-pack. Fairly Odd Parents Breaking the Rules and SpongeBob. Dexter's Lab. Bunch of like cartoon related games. This is a great find. I got this at a convention. I think I paid $40 for it. The dude was not a video game seller, so he was like, hey man, I'm just trying to get rid of it. But this is a cool one too. This is Pokemon Liquid Crystal. Of course, this is a ROM hack that's put into a custom case. I just thought it was cool. I love Crystal a lot. I do still want to buy the original version. But yeah, just a bunch of different stuff. Super Mario World as well. Then you kind of get into the 3DS. Very small, but WarioWare Gold, so good. If you haven't played it, definitely do so. Luigi's Mansion, Mario Kart as well. I'm pretty addicted to that. Then you get the Puzzle Dragon, and I want to play this so bad, but it does not read on my DS, and I think it's a part of those. What is it like? They're messed up, like already from the like production or something. There's like a list of games. Like I think Omega Ruby is one of them. But yeah, Donkey Kong Country, and then Yokai Watch. I've actually never played the Yokai Watch series. I do want to get into it. I'm sorry. I want to get the first one first, of course, because I want to start from the beginning. But Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, Moon, and then I bought this because it was on JRPG Life, and they said, hey, this is pretty good. It's like a Zelda clone. I was like, hey, I trust your opinion. I'm going to get it too. And I don't even remember how much I paid for this. This was at a convention also, but I can't remember how much I paid. Like $15? But yeah, small little 3DS collection, but still pretty awesome. And then if you go down below that, it's going to be like more of my Blu-rays and DVDs. Jackass, the complete movie and TV collection. I actually haven't even opened this yet, but I'm trying to buy all of like some old MTV stuff I used to watch, and that is one of them. This my 3DS is a hacked 3DS, but I really haven't been playing games that I've loaded onto it. I've more been just playing actual carts. Complete TMNT series on DVD kind of opens up and has all the DVDs in it. And then I just started getting into 4K. So Dogma, of course, this was been out of print for a while, and finally Kevin Smith has the rights to it, so we got a 4K release, and I love that. Super Mario Brothers, the movie. This amazing film. They Live. It's a steelbook edition of it. I definitely wanted this so bad, but if you have not watched They Live, do yourself a service and definitely watch it. And then it kind of gets to my South Park. This is like, it starts with a 4K movie, but I have the rest of the series on Blu-ray, seasons 1 through 25, as well as 26, and then all of the specials as well. And I bought these kind of when the contract for South Park was kind of in limbo, and I was like, dude, are we gonna like go to like a section where we don't really have it? So I was like, you know what, I'm back into physical media. I'm just gonna buy them all because I want to be able to watch it when I watch it and not have to worry about where or what streaming platform it's on. So that's what I kind of do with a lot of movies and shows that I just know I watch a ton of. Speaking of that, Family Guy, did a Family Guy video and showcased some of these on there. Pretty much seasons 1 through 14 in the big box sets, and then I have some singular seasons like 16 and 17. And then next to that is Viva La Bam on DVD as well. Like I said, wanted to get pretty much a lot of the MTV shows I used to watch and kind of have them back in my collection, because some of these stuff like this, like, you can't really stream it nowhere besides like Daily Motion, and then the quality's kind of bad. I think that's Daily Motion. The quality's bad, but I'd rather just have the DVDs of it. Dexter's Lab and Snorks. Did get this custom cow and chicken. This is a complete series. I got this done from, what's the name of the guy who does it? It's like Monster Media or something, but it's pretty freaking awesome. Some anime, the most amazing documentary you'll ever see in your life. I could be biased because I just love TMNT. But yeah, 28 Days Later, some prized possessions I do have are the Game Chaser seasons 1, 2, 3. I am missing 4, but I was one of the lucky ones to actually get the signed copy of season 5. R.I.P. Billy Chaser, man. We will always and forever miss you, and thank you for everything you've ever done for the gaming community. But very happy to have this in the collection, and this will probably stay with me forever. But yeah, man, some more stuff I had back here, just kind of poking through Pee-wee's Pee-wee's Playhouse on the Blu-ray, bunch of different movies, TKY stuff. But yeah, that's like majority of my multimedia for like Blu-rays and DVDs. Next to it is, you're like, oh, what is all this crap? I have a bunch of TMNT NECA figures, and they have a bunch of accessories. So I took them all and I put all the accessories and labeled them, so that way I don't have a bunch of plastic bags just hanging around, even though I still have a bunch of plastic bags hanging around. But below that is a vintage Technodrome. It is pretty much 99.9% complete. I am missing one little black piece inside. It's like a little platform piece. But all right, we'll get off the floor and we'll go up higher and we'll show you some stuff above the TV. New release Street Sharks. Love Street Sharks as well. Underrated. And then next to that is the reissue 2003 Turtle stuff, and then some Pizza Tossins, which they only did 3. They never did the 4th model. Don't know why, but. And then you got the wall of Doom. It's like KB Toys like threw up in my freaking office room, but I love it. You kind of hit the top with a Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest, and then some like TMNT and some Street Sharks art. But, well, what did I do there? Okay, back on track. These are all of my NECA TMNT figures. I have quite a lot, and there's even more in the closet. That's like movie line stuff, and then it goes into like cartoon. Majority of this is cartoon. But cartoon line, more cartoon line, more cartoon line. And then you kind of get into the comic book, the Archie stuff, which is probably my favorite. I just like the way these look so much more for some reason. He's also in the Archie line. But yeah, and you kind of zoom out a little bit more. Boglins, I got 3 Boglins. I actually didn't know about Boglins until the Game Chasers, so thank you for that. And some Ren and Stimpy, some more TMNT NECA stuff. I don't know why I've never opened this. I might not ever open it, even though I love Toko and Razor. But yeah, some vintage Power Rangers in the box, some muscle figures, some vintage packs, even though they say for collecting purposes only, gum not and for consumption. We'll see about that. Nah. So next to that is my Street Sharks. These are all vintage Street Sharks. Man, this was like a journey to get all these Street Sharks because they don't pop up a lot where I'm from. So I kind of had to get them one by one over the years, and probably about 5 or 6 years worth of collecting. This is what I've accumulated. I definitely know like people have like way bigger Street Shark collections, but I absolutely love these. I don't think I'll ever get rid of my Street Sharks, to be honest. But also, before I move on from that, also sealed packs of Street Sharks. I did open up one though. Then we got my TMNT Mini Mutants. God, man, I don't know what kind of came over me, but I love TMNT Mini Mutants. I think it's probably one of my favorite and most fun line to collect for. They can get pretty expensive, but I think I like them because I can buy a lot and they don't take up a lot of shelf space. But below that, got some Tick stuff, some Mars Attacks behind there, some vintage Gargoyles behind. I got a Super 7 Scratch, because I'll probably never be able to own an original Scratch. And then Dino TMNT figures with some just random stuff as well. And then behind, or to the right of that, is I got 2 vintage real Ghostbusters in the back. But then I have my Cowboys of Moo Mesa. And I didn't really watch this as growing up, but I found out about it because of Pixel Game Squad, and they talk about Cowboys Moon Mesa. I was like, what is that? I'm gonna look it up because I like me a TMNT ripoff like the Street Sharks and other different things in the 90s. So I think I think this was 80s, so I can't remember. But then next to that is some vintage Biker Mice from Mars. I absolutely love Biker Mice from Mars, grew up with it. And I'm gonna zoom down for a second. This is a dinner tray, and what's cool about this dinner tray is I had this exact same one growing up as a child, and I've ate mini Lunchables and mini Hot Pockets and mini pizza rolls on one that was just like this. And I have a friend who owns a toy store, and he was like, hey man, I found this, do you want it? I'm like, yes I do. So Biker Mice from Mars will always be forever in my heart. And this is probably another piece that I'll probably never would get rid of because I don't think I'll ever run across it for the price I did. Not saying it's an expensive piece, but I just don't ever want to part with it. It just means a lot to me. It reminds me so much of my childhood. But all right, back up. So move on. We got some more vintage turtles. Got a Krang, and then this is a 4-pack pre-mutation from NECA as well. And it kind of has like some random stuff, like some Madball, a Butters figure, some McDonald's toys, some Simpsons toys, which these shelves may get reworked because I'm thinking about consolidating some of these shelves and making room for more games, pretty much, because I haven't really bought action figures in a while, and I'm more focused on game stuff, but there's a lot of stuff I don't really want to get rid of. Just because I'm switching focus doesn't mean I gotta get rid of it. So Mighty Ducks, Captain Planet, Small Soldiers, Snorks. Snorks is way better than Smurfs, just in my opinion. Smurfs can suck it. Snorks is way better. Some vintage Pokemon, some Dragon Ball Z stuff. I think vintage Lunchbox from Real Ghostbusters. I think this is also vintage from Real Ghostbusters. A Beast figure. Shy Guy. I think that's a ROM hack. That's the Return to Dinosaur Land. And then a Gremlins figure. And then down below, Power Ranger stuff. They Live figures. Elvira. Dinosaurs. The vintage TMNT pizza game. Party game, whatever it's called. These are so amazing. And I'm so happy to have this. But I am missing one figure. Oh no. I'm missing the guy he fights. I need to get that. But I think he's kind of expensive, if I'm not mistaken. All my NECA Gargoyle figures. I have never opened them. Probably should change that, but the only reason I don't open them is because I don't know if I have space for them, because their wings are like gigantic, and I don't think I have the width of a space to spare for just gargoyles. So these may stay in a box. I don't know. That might change once I reorganize. But below all that, Dragon Ball manga, complete manga. I got random comics and stuff. Like, I'm not like a Marvel and DC guy. I'm like a Cartoon Network guy. Like, this is so much cooler to me than Marvel and DC. Just saying. But I have like some Real Ghostbusters comic books, some TMNT stuff, some old holiday books where you can like kind of see what's coming out. Some more media. Actually, I lied to you. I do have more media. You know, the greatest show of all time. Not really. But I do actually love this a lot. But yeah, some Dragon Ball Z. Some Scooby-Doo stuff. That 70s show. Doug, the Nickelodeon version. And then next to that was old Dragon Ball. I don't know if this is like the best way of viewing it or not, but this is the way I had it as a kid. So this is my like favorite way of viewing Dragon Ball. I had these exact same DVD sets growing up, and I needed them back in the collection. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Next to that was the Real Ghostbusters DVD sets. I bought these like 2012 or something. Like, I can't remember. I was like in my first apartment when I bought these. Same with the Pokemon stuff. I was buying these as they were kind of coming out. And I know I have... maybe it's not in here. Oh, no, it's right here. The Steelbook of the first 3 movies as well. Very happy to have this. But yeah, I only... Get back in there. I only wanted to collect a handful of Pokemon seasons because that's all I really cared about. Some Digimon VHSs, and then some Pokemon manga as well. And then like some random stuff like the Shooter Gallery from TMNT. Like shoot little BBs, and it's like a little play game. And then I think there's like a Inspector Gadget toy and a Garfield lunchbox back there. But yeah, and then if we look over here, more to behind the recliner section, Pretty much got a bunch of TMT stuff, some banners, my guitars, but 2 guitars. And then in this corner, I'll move this fan real quick. These are vintage Sergeant Bananas, and April O'Neil, Ace Duck, Bebop, Rocksteady. And I got this at a convention too. He said, "Oh, you never see these." And I was like, "Well, I'll buy it because I'm an impulse buyer." Some Mars Attacks. These are all re-release, and then TMNT, the 3rd movie figures that I've never opened because I'm bad. But yeah, that's, well, I guess I could show you the closet. It looks a whole lot better than it did a few months ago, but it's still pretty bad. The top, the lighting's gonna be terrible, but TMNT reissues, the Power Dome box, bunch of NECA figures, and then I keep like my video lights in here and a bunch of random stuff, a lot of NECA toys that I've never opened. I think I got like a busted up head Donatello, but yeah, I got a Brody King figure in here. But yeah, that is like my entire room, and this is where I film all my videos, this is where I hang out, this is where I work, and I absolutely love it in here. But thank you all for the new subscribers. Thank you everyone who comments on videos and likes videos and such. That's greatly appreciated, and it helps out so much on the channel. But it's been real. My name is Cameron. This is Retro Carnage. Peace.